Nick Walker, your waist isn't good. It's actually pretty bad. It's very, very dense and very, very thick. Your abs are very clear and defined, which is good. You have that going for you. But the waistline, to me, has probably gone past the point of no return. The judges really need to start marking these athletes down that have these tremendous waistlines. Like Nick Walker has a big waist, but that waist, it's almost worse than Nick Walker's waistline. I'm not going to say H frame, but that's Bob Ciccarello. He can roll with that one, but it's not good. I'm trying to be as nice as I can here, but also be as transparent as I can and saying, Krizo, man, your waist has gotten out of control. It's too wide. Sergio Oliva Jr., he speaks out. Speaks out of my posts, comments. He doesn't hold back on his opinion, which is good. More power to you, brother. But you also have a big waist. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm being a hater. Oh, you're a Sergio hater. Or you a Krizo hater. Or you a Nick Walker hater because you're talking about his waist. Because gone are the days when we had this. Look at this. Even Ronnie's waist looks tiny here. You kidding me? This is 1999 Mr. Olympia. Look at Flex Wheeler. Look at Chris Cormier. Sometimes I have to take you down memory lane to say, this is what aesthetics looks like. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Muscle Discord. And I wanted to chime in on this topic because I think it's an important one. All right. Now I'm going to focus on a few athletes that I think this is an issue for. And that is the midsection. And in bodybuilding, the midsection is very important. Why? Because it's the focal point. It's where your eyes go first, is the abdominal wall. It's right in the middle of your physique. It's where the eyes go. And so for a bodybuilder, you really want to, for one, make sure you have really good ab development. And number two is make sure you have a small waist. Why? To accentuate your symmetry. To make it look like you have very broad shoulders, come into a tight waist, and out to big quads. X frame is what you want. You don't want an H frame. You don't want a T frame. You want an X frame. So let's take a look at Nick Walker here. He did reveal the midsection. And this is where it got me to want to make this video because I think it's an issue, folks, right here. And I know Nick is posting this video because he knows it's an issue for him. And he's trying to show people, hey, look at my waist. It's good, right? Nick Walker, your waist isn't good. It's actually pretty bad. It's very, very dense and very, very thick. Your abs are very clear and defined, which is good. You have that going for you. But the waistline, to me, has probably gone past the point of no return. Like you can't fix it. You can't do anything other than just get bigger delts. Right? So it's... And because Nick Walker has massive arms and delts, he gets away with it a little bit. But I think the judges really need to start marking these athletes down that have these tremendous waistlines. Like Nick Walker has a big waist. Let's just be honest. I've grinded on Nick Walker before about the waistline. He's been on my show. We're cool. I have nothing against. I think Nick is an amazing bodybuilder for one, right? Every show he's won, he's deserved to win. I'm not taking anything away from Nick Walker. But if you're going to be up against guys that are more aesthetically pleasing than you, that have as much muscle as you, and that are in the same condition, if not better than you conditioning wise, then they're going to beat you. They should deserve to beat you if they are more symmetrical and more aesthetically pleasing than you, Nick Walker. You don't just get to beat them because you're huge and you're massive and you're the mutant Nick Walker. That only plays so far. And so I think Nick Walker's waistline is a liability for him. And there's nothing he can do about it. The more muscle he puts on, it goes everywhere. You can't just say, I want to put muscle on my arms and put muscle on my legs and nowhere else. When you're taking gear, you're taking juice, you're taking GH, taking insulin, it goes everywhere and it goes into your waist. So that's the first bodybuilder that I want to issue a warning shot to you, that your waistline is going to be a liability. And it may keep you from winning the Pittsburgh Pro. It may keep you from winning the New York Pro. It may keep you from winning the Olympia. It may keep you from winning an Arnold Classic title. Nick Walker. Because of that waistline. The next athlete I want to talk about is this guy, Michal Krizo. Another spectacular pro bodybuilder. But that waist, it's almost worse than Nick Walker's waistline. I'm not going to say H-frame, but that's Bob Ciccarello. He can roll with that one, but it's not good. I'm trying to be as nice as I can here, but also be as transparent as I can. And saying, Krizo, man, your waist has gotten out of control. It's too wide. This throws off the shape and the symmetry. He's got gigantic arms. He's got the best arms in bodybuilding. But he's also got the widest waist. And that just fucking sucks. I feel bad for the man because that waist is going to hold him back. It has to. I don't see how the judges can just overlook that thing. It's glaring right in front of your eyes, right in the middle of his physique. It's right there. It's almost so big that it takes away from his quads. It's unfortunate. And there's nothing these guys can really do about this. It's just more so I'm pointing it out. It's unfortunate that some of these guys, they're so young, they're in their late 20s now, but they grow so fast and they take this gear and this GH and this blow up and their waistline blows up. Because back in the day, the guys didn't do GH, right? The Cormiers, the Sean Rays, they didn't do that in the beginning of their career. They maybe did it at the very end of their careers. But that's why they were able to keep the crazy aesthetically pleasing physiques they had. That's what's happening now. These guys are so eager to get so big, they're ruining their physiques. It's unfortunate, guys. I want to leave a comment below. I want to know your thoughts on this. Does Krizo have a wide waist? Does he have a big waist? Here he is posing again. And literally look at this. Look at here. Look at my mouse. Look at the arrow. Look at along here. It goes out. It sticks out. It's supposed to go in to an X tight frame to the middle of your waistline. It's sticking out. That's not good, man. You can't be proud of that. Yet, are we overlooking it because, oh my God, Krizo, look at his arms and it's crazy. He's huge. And then look at the waist. I want to make sure people are aware. I want to make sure the judges are aware that it's important that these bodybuilders keep their waistlines in check. And if they don't get to place as well. I don't care if the other guy's smaller than him. If he looks better and he has better symmetry, he needs to place ahead of him. That's it. Now, the next guy I'm going to talk about here, I was on the fence about this because I know he's vocal. Sergio Oliva Jr. He speaks out. Speaks out on my posts. comments, he doesn't hold back on his opinion, which is good. More power to you, brother. But you also have a big waist. I'm sorry to say it, not to be mean. Again, had Sergio on my show. Great guy, great athlete. But he's got an issue going on with his waist. Now, it's not as severe as Nick Walker and Michal Krizo. I don't think it is. But you see a little distension here on the side of the abdominal wall. You see my mouse here. It's sticking outward. And I've always noticed that with Sergio, that his waist is like, man, it's Sergio. You think this tight waist, but it's not. It's not translating to his physique. Why is that? Well, is it because of the drug protocol blowing up so fast? I don't know. You guys leave a comment below. Am I just tripping out here? Does his waist not look a little bit on the wide side here? Or does it look tight and tiny and X-frame-ish here? You guys tell me. Be honest. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm being a hater. Oh, you're a Sergio hater? Are you a Krizo hater? Are you a Nick Walker hater because you're talking about his waist? It's evident, isn't it? Am I wrong in that? Should we reward this? Or should we point it out? And maybe the judges reward the athletes that have the tinier waist and the more aesthetically pleasing physiques. It'll push more bodybuilders to be, okay, I don't need to be massive. I'm going to blow my waist out in my late 20s and early 30s. I know Sergio's not, he's in his 40s now, but, you know, he's been big like this for a long time. People don't realize Sergio gets up to 300 pounds. He's a big guy. Because gone are the days when we had this. Look at this. Even Ronnie's waist looks tiny here. You kidding me? This is 1999 Mr. Olympia. Look at Flex Wheeler. Look at Chris Cormier. Sometimes I have to take you down memory lane to say, this is what aesthetics looks like. That's what symmetry looks like. Look at the X frame on Ronnie. Look at from the top of the bicep, elbow into the waist, inward, that way, and then outward with what does that look like? That's an X. Flex Wheeler, X. Okay? So I just want to reiterate that, guys. I mean, it's the same with Cormier, X. This is what bodybuilding is. This is what it should be. And it's not with some of our athletes. Some of our athletes look amazing. They have great X frames. Derek Lunsford does. Andrew Jack does. Samson Dowda, not so much. Hadi Shupa, not so much. Right? His waistline is getting a little bit concerning. That's been talked about before. It's nothing new. So I wanted to make this video because no one is really talking about it. Sure, Bob Ciccarello mentioned it in regards to just Nick Walker, but I want to talk about it for all the athletes that I think it's an issue for. And I want to hear your comments below if I'm totally off base by making this video. And if I come across as a hater, then let me know in the comments because I want to hear it too. Because I'm sure I'm going to hear it from Sergio and at least Sergio. I know I'm going to hear from Sergio. But anyways, guys, I'm going to leave it there. We're going to wrap it up. This video needed to be made. I hope the judges see it. I hope they take that into consideration. Let's go back to this look. At least. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Appreciate you guys. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave your comments. I want to hear your opinions. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.